What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Now, normally I don't talk boxing, of course, but in this situation, I have to give props to the people's champion, the Lions Den boxing community champion, Bomb Squad, Deontay Wilder. All right. Deontay Wilder, I believe this is his 11th consecutive title defense, successful defense, and he delivered a crushing knockout blow to Luis Ortiz, who was leading on some people's cards. Of course, if you were looking at the live television commentary, they had the fight so one-sided that you thought that Deontay Wilder was getting shut out, when actually Deontay Wilder was plotting and meticulously setting up his right hand. You know, it's interesting when you hear certain people out there who are so-called boxing experts, right? And they talk about the great fighters like Rocky Marciano. They said, well, you know, Rocky used to purposely lose rounds just to set up the Suzy Q. You know, it didn't matter if Rocky Marciano was losing the fight 5 rounds to nothing, because you knew Rocky was going to he had the endurance of a bull, and Rocky was going to eventually set the guy up for the right hand. I mean, he was a warrior, and you can't count on a warrior, and that's why he was undefeated. But with Deontay Wilder, these same people, just this generation would say, of course, oh, well, you know, all he has is the right hand. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, you know, but he's not fighting anybody. Oh, well, yeah, you know, he's 40. He hasn't lost, but, you know, eventually his flaws are going to catch up with him. You know, when they do it, they get all the effusive praise and all the brouhaha and all this, you know. Oh, you know, oh, yeah, such and such was a great fighter. He actually won a round one time without even throwing a punch. He's one of the greatest defensive fighters ever. Floyd Mayweather, you're a chicken. Deontay Wilder, total opposite of Floyd Mayweather. He brings the fight. He stalks guys. Oh, he doesn't have any skill. But you guys said Floyd was a chicken and he didn't fight. I don't like black people. You know, that's what you almost got to choke these motherfuckers into saying. You know, just admit it. We all know the reason why you're rooting against Deontay Wilder. And why even though we don't claim Floyd now because we know what he is, but back in the day, it's the reason why, you know, y'all didn't like Floyd Mayweather. And the thing about it is Deontay Wilder is a top, in my opinion, now, you can make a strong argument that Deontay Wilder, I mean, he's fought enough fights, he's had enough title defenses. You can make a strong argument that Deontay Wilder is a top 10 all-time heavyweight. People are going to look at you funny if you say it, but he has not lost a fight. And let me see, he's fought, 43 fights, won a draw, 42 victories, 41 knockouts. I can't think of any heavyweight who can equal that. I know at one point George Foreman was 40-0 with 37 knockouts, but that's 3 fights where it went the distance. Tyson, when he lost to Buster Douglas, I think before that fight he was 37-0 with 34 knockouts. So he had 3 fights prior to that went the distance. This guy's only had 1 fight that went the distance, and he avenged that fight, I think the last fight, against Dominique Brazil, I think it was. So this guy is the hardest hitter fighter in boxing history. He has a higher knockout percentage than any heavyweight in history. Higher than Ernie Shavers, higher than George Foreman, higher than Mike Tyson, higher than Sonny Liston, higher than anybody you can throw out there. He's a beast. David Tua, anybody. You know what I'm saying? His power is unbelievable. And if I'm the opposition, I'd be very nervous, because all he has to do literally is hit you cleanly one time. That's it. Just once. Other guys like Tyson, it could be flash knockdowns. This guy, if he hits you cleanly, it's a wrap. It's pretty much a wrap. You know, the funny thing about it is it's not like he's fighting bad fighters. He did something that everybody always claimed that these guys don't want to do. He fought a fighter who many people said gave him problems last time. Right? And he came back this time and he has shown he's showing now that he's intellectually, because of the experience he's having now as a boxer, he's showing that he is learning tendencies, he's strategizing in the ring. But of course, because of who he is and where he comes from, and you look at who dominates the media scene, and of course we have people out there who even look like us who have been brainwashed to think a certain way about our own people, they spin it a certain way. They never used to give, for instance, Joe Louis his due. They thought Joe Louis was this guy out there who was just throwing punches, and he wasn't. Joe Louis is one of the smartest fighters as far as ring IQ in the history of boxing. So is Muhammad Ali. But, with us, it's just our physical gifts. With other people, they're brilliant. So he showed adjustments this fight. He was looking to set up that right hand, and he did it beautifully in the 7th round. And I guess next on the itinerary is Tyson Fury. That's the fight people want to see. Deontay Wilder could have done the same thing that Tyson Fury has been doing and fight nobodies, fight Uber drivers, fight Taco Bell workers, fight people that have been on milk cartons for the last 5 years. And I guess Tyson Fury did some Google searches and some detective work and found these people in ditches and whatever and offered them a fight. He could be doing that, but he fought a tough fight. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury gets to fight bums and people compare him to Muhammad Ali. Because this time, there's going to be no lucky, rocky moments. There's going to be no lucky, rocky moments for Tyson Fury. This time, if they fight, and I say if because I'm not certain that Tyson Fury wants another taste of what he got the last time. Last time, you can make the argument that Wilder was pressing just a little bit too much. He won't do that this time. Oh no, he's not going to press this time. He's going to take his time and set Tyson Fury up for the greatest right hand delivery ever in the history of boxing. And I tell you right now, Tyson Fury's head may partially detach from his body. It's going to be a live murder on television. And I'll be laughing my head off when Tyson Fury's head comes off. So yeah, at the end of the day, for a brief second, Luis Ortiz looked like large Marge from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And eyes just, just a popping and, like he had lost about 50 or 60 IQ points. It was pretty funny. But Deontay Wilder, the LDBC remains strong. The haters are going to thumb down his video because they can't stand the truth. LDBC, 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 LDBC. Say it with me. LDBC, 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 LDBC. Say it with me. LDBC, 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 LDBC. Later.